Hi guys, welcome to my new channel. Joyce here again for you guys today. So today's video, for the first video, I thought let's talk a little bit about some money hacks or some money tricks that I've learned along the way in my 31 years of being on this earth. Let's do it whilst I'm folding. So that's what we're gonna do today. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe, do all of that. You know the drill. So the first money hack that I have for you guys, or the money trick that I have for you guys, is as soon as you set up a current account, set up a direct debit or a standing order where you pay yourself. Cannot stress this enough. You should pay yourself first before you pay anybody else. And by paying yourself, I mean literally moving some money that you have into a savings account. So what I did, I was in university, and at the time I'd taken out a student loan, and then I picked up part-time work while I was at uni as well. So I set up a standing order where at the end of every month I would put away £100 into my savings account. Didn't even have to do anything. It just went straight into my savings account, didn't have to think about it, just landed, boom, it was there. And what happened is by the end of that year, I had enough money to go on holiday. I had enough money to basically live my best life. So the first tip that I have is pay yourself first, and you will definitely reap the benefits of it. The second tip that I have for you guys, which is actually like a new tip that I've come across, is using an app that helps you round up the amount that you would spend and then use that round up denomination to put into a savings account. For example, you like to buy coffee from Starbucks every morning and it costs you £1.95. So obviously there's a 5p difference between that and the next round up denominator, which would be £2. So that 5p you can put into a savings account every time you spend that amount of money. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but 5p adds up when you are buying that coffee 5 times a week, maybe even 10 times a week, you know what I mean? And if you're doing that for each of your purchases, it adds up even more. And let's say you save like £60, that's still like money you can use towards some trainers, can use towards like a new eyeshadow palette, whatever you need, or even just give some money to your little sisters, your little brothers, or whatever it is. But it's still money that you can put towards a good cause. So that's definitely tip number 2. Tip number 3 is if you don't have to pay for something yourself, don't. Now, let me caveat this by saying I am an independent woman who looks after herself and loves being able to do so. However, okay, let my pride not get in the way of other people wanting to help me out. It's not always about, oh, I'm the only one who can pay for myself to do this, or I'm the only one who can do this. No, sometimes let people help you, especially in situations like birthdays, if it's a celebration, XYZ. Okay, perfect example. I love Beyonce, right? So when she came to do her Formation tour, I wanted to get tickets, but they were a little bit pricey. So I was speaking to my brother and I was explaining to him like, hey, oh, I love Beyonce, but I feel like I can't afford it. I wish there was a way I could afford it. And he was like, oh, I'll get you tickets. I was like, what? He's like, he literally, with no prompting or anything, he's like, yeah, I'll get you the tickets. It's fine. But he got me the tickets and I saw her in concert and I loved it. I had the best time. Now, this won't always be the case with everything, but it's definitely helpful for saving. So if you have a goal, a financial goal at the end of the year or the end of the month or whatever, and you know, something abrupt happens that might derail you from that, ask if somebody can help you with that payment or whatever it is. And then, you know, you can always pay them back or blah, 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 and yada, yada. But it just helps you not have to shoulder the financial burden by yourself all the time. The fourth hack slash tip that I have for you guys is find yourself a cashback site. Now, a cashback site is basically a website that has that partners up with lots of companies, and basically through this cashback site they'll offer you discounts, voucher codes, etc., if you shop through that site directly. So for example, Quidco is one that I use, so I'll log into my Quidco account and they'll have lots of different brands and things that I can shop through. And once I click through that particular link from that brand, it tracks my transaction, and when I pay for that purchase, I'll get a certain discount or kickback off of the full price because I've used the Quidco website. Dude, This is so helpful when you're trying to save, because you don't even realize that you're saving, okay? Everybody loves a good discount, and sometimes it's hard to find like a 50%, 30% or whatever. But if it's things that you're constantly buying, like your food shopping, for example, so if you're always buying Sainsbury's food and they offer you 5% cash back every single time you make that transaction, it adds up, and before you know it, you've saved a good amount of money. So using cashback sites is actually clutch. Quidco is one of the ones I use, but I'll leave a few others that I find down below in the description box. But honestly, it's the best way to save money, because you don't even realize that you're doing it. You don't even realize. The last tip slash trick that I have for you guys is to sell your old stuff. Honestly, sell your stuff and sell it as often and frequent as you can. I've been a huge fan of websites like eBay, apps like Depop, even Gumtree. There's lots of apps and websites that allow you to sell on secondhand stuff. Things like clothes, okay? Because we can run through clothes quite quickly, and I know I get bored of certain things quite quickly as well. So whenever I find something doesn't have a use for me anymore, whether it's a dress, whether it's like a book that I bought, a bag, whatever it is, I will usually sell it on. Usually it's on eBay. Usually I'm selling stuff on eBay. If not, Depop and Gumtree have also been useful for like really big things, and it just ensures that you're always kind of like bringing in that cash flow. Now, you might not get 100% of what you paid for that product. I mean, it's really hard because it's been used and stuff, but at least you are getting some cash back. Always recommend that if you have things that you're not using and they're just taking up space in your wardrobe or whatever, try and sell them on. Speak to somebody and see if you can get some sort of cash value from it, and then that money that you get from selling the stuff on, you put directly into a savings account. And then with this savings account, you can buy a car, you can do whatever you want. But the point is, at least you've got money coming in from the things that you are essentially not utilizing, but they haven't gone to waste. I know Poshmark is an app in the US that you could use to sell on your products and things like that. And Depop is an app here in the UK that you can use to do the same thing. So that's probably like my favorite tip. My favorite tip. Not that I have to caveat this, you know, obviously I'm not a professional accountant or anything like that. So my words of wisdom should always be taken with a little bit more research, because obviously you know your circumstances a little bit better than I would. So don't take my word for gospel and be like, oh my gosh, Joyce made me do this and this happened. Guys, use your head, yeah? Use your head. Some things that I'm saying don't apply to you. They don't. Others will. It's fine. Alright guys, so I've actually managed to fold up quite a lot. I'm surprised. That went by really quickly. Hopefully you found some of these tips and tricks helpful for your saving activities. If you have any tips and tricks for us that we can all, you know, use and value and share and learn in the knowledge, put it down below for us and we can all have that conversation together. So once again, if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, girl, and I'll see you guys in my next one.